Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the new episode of Twee tutorials. Today I wanted to show you how to create a lesson based on a news article or a recent trend. Let's go. I go to twee.com and choose the tool that I'm going to start my lesson with. I've chosen a trendy video about the egg cracking challenge on TikTok. I'm going to put that in the tool and generate some discussion questions for my students. I might not like all of them, so I can use the edit button to delete some of the questions. There we go. The next thing I want to do is this. I have found an article on the internet that talks about the same challenge. I'm just going to copy paste it into one of the Twee tools and generate open questions for it. I don't want my students to scan the text for specific information. They're going to skim it to answer some general questions. Twee creates 10 questions for me together with the answers, but again, I don't quite need all of them, so I'm going to delete some of the questions that I don't need for my class. Here's how you do it. Click on the edit button and simply delete all the questions that you don't need with the delete button and save. There we go. The next thing I want to do is extract some collocations from the text. There are some words that I particularly like, but I want to exclude them as collocations because this is the approach that I'm using. I'm clicking on the words that I want to exclude and do the magic. Here, Twee extracts the collocations with the words that I have clicked. Again, if there is something that I don't like, I can exclude it from the output. Here I have too much, and there is also one collocation, or maybe even two, that I don't want in my lesson. Save. The next thing is this. I can create an exercise with matching halves. I split my collocations in two by using my mouse and do the magic. There we go. Here is the matching exercise. But now I'm thinking, why not put them in sentences? Here we go, sentences with target vocabulary. I keep the same collocations, select the advanced level, and there we go. We have some sentences ready with the collocations from the text. And then I can split those into halves to make it more interesting. The idea is the same. I just click on the place in the sentence where I want my sentence to be split. There we go. Yeah, this seems to be more interesting. Now, I can also create gaps in the same sentences. I choose fill in the gap in the don't stop section, click on the words I want to be excluded, and there we go. Now I'm thinking I might need to create a speaking exercise for my students. So I go into the speaking section on the left and choose the 4 opinions tool. I want to create a set of different opinions that I'm going to give to my students as speaking roles. The 4 opinions tool helps me generate opinions about online trends. I have generated 4, but I have more students in my class, so I can edit the input a little bit and generate more opinions if I need. Then I'm going to print those and give to my students as cards to use in class. I can also upgrade them to make them more interesting. And finally, I want to create some sort of a homework. So I go back to my collocations and I choose the creative writing tool. I type in the topic for the writing that I'm going to give as homework. I delete the collocations that I don't want my students to use. I select the level, which is going to be advanced, and do the magic. This tool is going to give me 3 different ideas, but I actually only need 1. So I'm going to delete the other 2 because I don't want them to appear in my students' PDFs. Done. Now I can edit the headings for my activities. This one is going to be homework. I can also edit the description, which in my case I don't need. I go up and make sure all of my tools look perfect for the PDF. For this one, I don't actually need it because I'm going to print it as cards, so I hide it from my project. I can move the exercises in my project For example, this one, I might want to use it before the text, so I'm just moving it with the arrows. I'm going to rename this one as well. And here it is. All the exercises conveniently gathered in the PDF that I can share with my students. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episodes.